The road team has won each time. Great football weather, 70 degrees. At kickoff time, West Virginia won the toss and will receive the football. The Mountaineers will start from their own 25-yard line. And as they
probably attack.
First down and 10 at the 25, and Smallwood running to his right. He'll run right into Davion Pearson, the senior from Texas. Second down and 8 at the 27. Quarterback run, and he'll pick up about 3.5, maybe 4 yards on the play. Josh.
After the play, a late hit by number 31 of the defense. Penalty is 15 yards, and it's first down.
10 of the 46 for West Virginia. Smallwood in the backfield with Howard. Howard with time, delivers down the field. He's got a receiver. Incomplete. Shelton in Waco a couple of weeks ago. Second and 10 at the 46. Delayed handoff. Smallwood looking for running room. And Smallwood taken down. Terrell Lathan. Third down and 7. Here's Howard with time. Goes deep again. This time wide open. Incomplete. Wow. Break it up.
This is perfect execution from the true freshman Julius Lewis. He's beat, but look how he attacks the football with his right hand. That's a touchdown. But the youngster goes up and he separates the receiver from the ball. Textbook defensive back play.
So Nick O'Toole will send it away at his own 34-yard line. Devontae Turpin back deep. He's been playing a little dinged up last week with a concussion, but he's in there for action tonight. Boykine, empty backfield, out of the gun, sprints out of the pocket, squares his shoulders, heads downfield for Doctson, and broken up.
Dot against this unit, the TCU Horn Frog.
Second down and 10. And they'll swing it out into the flats. And this is Turpin. Turpin's yard line. And they'll hand it off to Green. Looking for a hole, Aaron Green. Down at 9 to the 21. Green in motion out of the backfield. Boykine flips it out. Turpin in space, but this time he gets chopped down. 17-yard line. Kyle Hicks in the game now. Here's Boykine. With time, he'll uncork another one down the sideline for Lisenby, incomplete, but a flag on the play.
Just
Pass interference.
But he drops
number
the flag.
7 of the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty, and it's an automatic first down.
10:03. I don't want you to short him.
Excuse me, don't let me short him. Here's Green running around the right side, breaks loose, gets up the sideline and out of bounds at the 45. That's a first down and 10, opening drive for the Horned Frogs. Now Boykine wants to run it. He's got room and slides down at the 47. Aaron Green hopping through the hole. And he may lose some yardage on desperately wanting to get off the field to send TCU a message. Here's Boykine, steps up in the pocket, goes deep on the sideline, and incomplete. But
Pass interference by number 16 of the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Penalties called against West Virginia on TCU's opening series. Boykine sets up a screen underneath and incomplete. Tony J for TCU. Boykine bouncing in the pocket underneath. Ooh, he threw a BB at the 30-yard line. Josh Doctson hauls it in, and Patterson. Boykine, here's the reverse, near side, and it's Sean Nixon running out of bounds at the 20. Second and 2 at the 20. Now Green lining up. They find him in the flats. Aaron Green with a blocker, cuts it inside. And Aaron Green, the senior from San Antonio. Boykine play action, throws the fade in the corner. Josh Doctson, touchdown. How simple can it get for the TCU Horned Frogs? And that's the 21st game in a row in which TCU has scored a first quarter touchdown. It's the nation's longest streak and an ongoing Big 12 record.
How about the timing here? This ball is going to be released by Boykine before Doctson even gains a step. He wasn't even with Chestnut at the time. The ball's released. Doctson turns on the jets and goes to the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Wow.
Such an athletic play for Doctson. Have you ever heard of the ballerina Misty Copeland?
In the running for a playoff berth as well.
Holgorsen sends it away. Jennings and Durant back deep. And this one will not be returned.
Sometimes you've got to match scores, and right now it looks like that's the type of night it's going to be.
First down, Howard throws underneath, and it's caught. And this is Davidson.
Is really helping them out right now.
First down and 10 at the 35. Howard handing it off. Shell. Russell.
And 2:08.
Howard throws to the sideline. That one a little low, but Shelton Gibson 3 at the 42. And they'll hand it off, and they not pick up the first down. Shell ran into.
Didn't make the trip, the starting left tackle.
Turf toe, the problem for Condensed, so West Virginia sending it away. Turpin with the fair catch at the 17
tonight.
Let's hope so. And here's Boykine running the option. He's got the edge. Boykine still on the move, and he steps out of bounds at the 46. 10 at the 46. Play fake. Boykine looking all day to throw. Over the middle. Caught at the 30-yard line for TCU. First down at the 23. Boykine again. Fires it this time. Just guns it for a first down. Colby Listenby at the West Virginia 13. Green trying to spin to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he won't do it.
Back made the play.
Second down and 11. They pitch it. And it's Green trying to cut it back. Nice stick move, but in the shotgun by himself. Here's Boykine. Looking over the middle. Incomplete. And a flag on the play. Looks like this will be another.
Pass interference by number 9 of the defense. The penalty is 15 yards, and it's an automatic first down.
He definitely got there a little bit early.
Boykine will run it himself. Tries to get outside. Touchdown TCU. Boykine in the red zone this year, 13 touchdowns, no interceptions. And this time he runs it.
With a flip at the end. This guy can do it all.
So a 6-play drive covering 81 yards for TCU. They ate up 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Extra point for Holgorsen is good. 4:49 to play in the first quarter.
With that quarterback switch, but all the meat of their schedule is ahead of them, Gus.
That's right. Michigan, Michigan State. They have Minnesota the next time they hit the field, followed by Illinois. Now let's go.
Having a great year. Huge game there.
First down and 10 at the 25 for West Virginia. And they'll run it on first down. It's Swindell Smallwood stopped by Montrell Wilson, the middle linebacker. Here's have returned. Second down and 6 at the 29. Howard underneath picks up the first down. And this is Shorts. Smallwood with room. And another first down for the Mountaineers. Howard
Hill.
Gain of 12. First and 10. Play fake. Howard looking far side. And incomplete. Out of the 49. Howard again looking that way. Thinks he has a lane. Gets outside. Tucks it. And goes out of bounds. Here's Howard. They're firing down the field. Looking. Sails over.
Boy, that ball was on the money. The route was perfect. He gave him room on the outside. The ball comes on his outside shoulder, and he was just unable to get all the way back there and catch the ball. But this is 4-down territory, in particular with 2 touchdowns early from TCU. And Dana Holgorsen is going to keep his quarterback on the.
Howard rolling in trouble. Just fires it and incomplete. West Virginia. Boykine steps back in the pocket. Fires. Doctson caught at the 10.
Watch this. This is a broken play. I want you to watch Josh Doctson. He's the receiver in the middle. He's going to throw up his hand. He's just saying to his buddy, hey, throw it deep. I'll go get it for you. He's one of the best deep ball catchers in America and proves it right there.
And they'll hand it off to Green. And Aaron Green down at the 7. Boykine running it. Tries to cut it inside and doesn't go very far. Good defense. Green. And he's wrestled down inside the 5. And it's good. We'll take a break. TCU, though, with a 17-0 lead.
Where the Mets need those young arms to show up.
Howard, he fires, and Jordan Thompson with the catch. He'll be close to the first down. Look hard. First down and 10 at the 36. And the handoff, and wow. Here's Howard looking, reading. Howard in trouble, and Howard sacked at his own 20-yard 21. Howard decides to run it, tries to get through the hole and does, but is taken down at the 26 by 14-yard line. Third punt of the game for O'Toole. Devontae Turpin, the deep man, he backpedals, fields it around the 15, makes the first man miss, makes the second man miss, and gets out of bounds at the 21. A 50. Boykine pulls it out, looks. Boykine uncorks down the sideline, and almost. Boykine over the middle. Ooh. So much fun, gentlemen. First down and 10 at the 38. Boykine now sidearms it to the near side. Nixon with the catch. Boykine over the middle. Caught. Doctson breaks a tackle. CU later, 61 yards.
Foul, grabbing the face mask by number 77 of the offense.
Wow.
It's a 15-yard penalty and replay second down.
Story. Trevon Boykine kneeling down to talk to that young girl. Here's Boykine to throw it, in trouble, and sacked.
In the ball game for TCU.
Third down and 31. And they swing it out. Turpin. And he steps out of bounds, so the Horned Frogs will have to punt it away. Line. Gary Jennings back deep at the 39. Wobbly kick. And bounces out of bounds around the 45.
Way too long early in the season, but they've righted that ship.
First down to 10 at the 47 for West Virginia. And they'll run it with Smallwood. And Smallwood with some good. Second down and 5. Howard, near side, make it far side, and is that caught?
Sometimes competition will do that to kids.
First down to 10 at the 38. Skyler Howard again. And incomplete, intended for Smallwood out of the backfield. Smallwood. And he'll get close to the 30-yard line.
In this October schedule.
Third down and 4 at the 32. Skyler Howard steps up in the pocket, delivers. He's got Gibson. Touchdown, Shelton Gibson. 32 yards. Howard, under immense pressure, stood in there and made a terrific throw.
I mean, the throw was great, but the read was terrific as well. He's going to be watching this safety the whole time. As soon as the safety comes down on the inside post, now he's going to throw it over the top. That's the timing that's going to be perfect, and he lays it out there for his big play wide receiver, Shelton Gibson.
Seventh receiving touchdown of the season for Shelton Gibson. And Josh Lambert comes in to attempt the extra point, and it's good.
4-point game, which it was before that face mask negated the last touchdown for TCU.
Turpin decides to take a knee in the end zone. And they'll hand it off. Running near side, and this is Hicks. And he'll go down to the 35. I don't know, Joel. Coming to Fort
In schools as they promote their players for the Heisman Trophy.
Here's Boykine running the football. And he gets decked at the 37-yard line. Great tackle by Jared. First down and 10 at the 37. And Boykine pulls it out, looks underneath. Doctson makes the catch, and Doctson goes down in mid-throwing and rushing. Here's Trevon again. All day to throw the ball. Far side, and it's caught. This time, Charlie Reed, 2nd and 6 at the 44. Now Boykine, that one deflected and knocked down. Gore. Boykine under pressure, off his back foot, Turpin! And Boykine, Barry will punt it from the 42. KJ Dillon back deep at the 10. Dillon signaling for the fair catch, and he has it at the 11. So the Howard hands it off, Smallwood. It'll crash through the hole and pick up a couple. West Virginia can capitalize with Wilson being out of the middle. 2nd down and 8. Howard starting to warm up. Howard wants to run it. He's got legs and goes down at the 18-yard line. Ty Summers. Howard uncorks up the sideline. Oh, beautiful throw. Sills with the catch.
Head, and he brings the wide receiver back to his back shoulder. You see how the effort was there to go deep, and then the ball brought him back? That's perfectly executed.
A 28-yard gain on 3rd and 3. 1st and 10 at the 47. Howard again, flushed up in the pocket, picks up the 1st down and slides down at the 40. Love the 2 yards. 1st down and 10. Approaching the 6-minute mark. Howard, double clutches it. Howard in trouble, and he'll just dump it out of bounds.
To play another down.
2nd down and 10 at the 41. Howard to throw it again. And he'll flick it to the near side. William Kress. And Kress crawls forward. And
Didn't blitz.
here's Howard to throw it. Howard looking long. And incomplete. Sills the That's why you kick the field goal, because you know you can get the points with Josh Lambert. Wow, a 51-yarder. And West Virginia clawing back in this game. They'll take the 3. Mountaineers duking it out, 17-10. Mountaineers start shooting that gun. You get nervous.
I bet.
No matter where you're sitting.
I bet.
Well, here's Turpin from the 1-yard line. Turpin will fall down, getting close to the 30, their own 29. Boykine, deep drop, under pressure, reverses, still in trouble, breaks 1 tackle, fires. Wow, Listenby with the catch. Kobe.
I was surprised because they're under center. Boykine taking a snap, trying to have a big, heavy play-action pass, and then as he's running around and his Houdini act, the defensive backs lost track of Kobe Listenby. Familiarity.
1st down and 10 at the 49. And they'll hand it off to Green. And Green crosses the line of scrimmage.
Air raid offense.
2nd down and 9 at the 48. And once again, Boykine with time. Now under pressure. He scrambles. Looking for the 1st down. Can he get there? No, he will not. He's about 2
To Doctson.
Doctson, the receiver at the bottom of your screen. He looks that way. Underneath and caught. 1st down, TCU. Gain of 5. 1st down at the 37. Boykine. Wide open. Incomplete. Boykine. Sidearm. Doctson. And Doctson wrestled down. Well. Here's Boykine. And incomplete. Flag on the play, though. Wow. Christian.
A personal foul, hands to the face, number 35 of the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty, and it's 1st down.
Formation, 3 receivers, short side.
And they'll hand it off. Hicks going laterally, and he's whipped
In the country, KJ Dillon, they can ill afford to lose him.
2nd down and 11. And they're going to pass it. Mixon throwing in the end zone. Incomplete, and another flag on the play. Doctson of the 1st half.
Pass interference by number 16 of the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty, and an automatic first down.
Except for the one, they've all been good calls.
First down and goal at the 8-yard line. And this is Hicks. And Hicks dragged down at the 5. Boykine looking. Boykine over the middle. Incomplete.
A delay of game by number 2 of the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty, and it's still third down.
And Joel screen. Third down, goal at the 10. Doctson runs a post. They look for him. But what? And the field goal is good, but West Virginia will take it. Will kick it away. West Virginia will bring it out of the end zone. This is Durant. And a flag on the play.
Holding by number 14 of the return team. It's a 10-yard penalty, and it's first down.
85 yards in penalties for West Virginia in their first half. Howard, that one deflected at the line of scrimmage. Josh, timeout left. They can stop the clock. Here's a delayed handoff to Smallwood. Howard to throw it underneath, and it's caught by Jordan. Hands on the football. O'Toole punting from the 1. He drives this one. Turpin with the fair catch at the 38. A 47-yard punt.
And West Virginia's got 12 guys on the field.
And a flag, so TCU will get a chance to get even closer.
An illegal substitution on the defense. There were 12 in formation. It's a 5-yard penalty, and it's still first down.
Yards to be in range.
Boykine, quick strike, Turpin, and he gets out of bounds at the 45. Nixon in motion, lines up in the slot. Boykine hit as he throws, completes it near side. He could have hit that one from 60. Jay Noberchrome with a career-long 57-yarder to end the first half. Let's go downstairs to Molly.
Coach, we saw you talking with some
lanes with the defensive line.
So TCU ready to get the football, and this one kicked out of bounds. A mistake made by Josh Lambert. Starts first down and 10 at the 35-yard line. And Boykine to throw on first down. Slings it near side. Listen me with the catch on the first down. They call it a 12-yard game. First down and 10. And here's a handoff to Green running over the right side. And Green picks up 2. Flag thrown, though.
They're going to get a
holding by number 65 of the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty, and it's still first down.
Boykine drops it off underneath, short to Kyle Hicks, and Hicks breaks the tackle, gets out of bounds at the 40. Boykine under pressure, steps up in the pocket with running room, picks up the first down, bounces it outside. Boykine still running and finally dips out of bounds. First down and 10 of the 27. Boykine again all day to throw the ball. Lost one in the air. And the handoff to Green. Cuts it up the middle. Green bounces it outside. Green sticks a foot in the ground and gets out of play at the 6-yard.
You got to run one direction real hard.
And TCU will stay on the ground. Hicks in the backfield with Trevon Boykine. You'll find Hicks in space. Touchdown TCU. So the Horned Frogs start the second half, marching it right down the field and scoring to take a 29-10 lead.
The big play of that drive, the Boykine run, and then here, just not enough pursuit from the West Virginia defense.
Holgorsen, who kicked a 57-yarder at the end of the first half, a career high, adds the extra point. Holgorsen kicks it away. And he's done a nice job tonight of kicking this one out of the end zone.
I think that 96 Yankees team was the Jim Leyritz home run.
Here's Smallwood, picks up a first down, gets out of bounds.
The first half of the season, and so he decided to change his number.
Smallwood running again. I think he just did that to confuse us announcers up here. Smallwood 10 carries, 57 yards, second down and 4. Howard to throw it, looking long. He's got his receiver. Durant drops it in, and Durant drops the.
Just an excellent play design. The play fake draws the safety up near the line of scrimmage. Durant, a speedster, gets behind.
Howard goes deep again and incomplete. Shelton Gibson, the intent
Kick, he took a pick six right back to the house, changed the game.
Nick O'Toole punting for the 5th time. Turpin back deep. He gets away from the football, and it bounces out of bounds at the 20. Boykine swings it out to Turpin, and Turpin goes down after about second down and 9. Boykine sprints out of the pocket, throws on the move, and completes his pass over the middle. This time it's J.C.
Texas, 6 foot 190.
Boykine again. Reverses. Dancing. Moving. Juking. What a play. Throws it up in the air, and it's complete on the sideline. Wow, Aaron Green.
But this guy sees movement after the snap, and that was a great example
on the
on the
field
last
was
play.
a catch. The previous play is under further review.
Because that left foot.
The ruling on the field stands. Completed pass.
Boykine to throw it again. This time drops it off to Doctson on the far side.
Back of the end zone on 4th down.
2nd and 3 at the 41. Boykine runs it. Picks up the first, flag on the play.
Holding by number 55 of the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty, and it's still 2nd down.
And his teammates, Trevon Boykine, faced with a 2nd down and 13. Boykine pumping. Boykine throwing off his back foot. Listenby got it and brings it down. Boykine is now thrown for 10,000 yards in his career. Underneath, caught, touchdown, Doctson. A sidearm rocket by Trevon Boykine. And Doctson with yet another touchdown, 2 on the night. His 14th of the season.
Look at his arm angle. This is like turning a double play at second base. Falling backwards, getting hit in the face, drops sidearm, and still is able to complete it to his best wide receiver. That is unbelievable.
36-10. Holgorsen, extra point. Good.
This guy has it all.
And you used an interesting analogy when you described that play.
Well, he's got 2 defenders right in his face, and he knows he's going to get hit in the face. Has anyone ever stood there, known they were going to get punched directly in the face, and then said, okay, I'm going to look somewhere else and still complete a pass? I mean, that takes courage, folks. That's what quarterbacks do. Great quarterbacks play with extreme courage in the pocket, and Boykine displayed that on the last touchdown pass.
Doug Beacham, his offensive coordinator, all smiles on the sideline. 1st down and 10 for West Virginia. Down 37-10. Howard throws it, and this is Weldon. Big collision on the sideline. And they'll run it with Shell. Russell, Shell.
Remedy.
1st down at the 38. Howard runs it. And breaks through, picks up a 1st down. Nicely done by Sky. It's a business trip. It's all about playing football. Howard on course. And incomplete. No flag on the play. Shelton get 2nd down and 10 at the 49. Howard fires and incomplete. David Sill 4 to be exact. 3rd down and 10 at the 49. Howard under pressure, rolls out of the pocket, drops it off Shell. And a flag on the play. The ball comes out, not a block.
Holding by number 15 of the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And replay 2nd down. 3rd down.
3rd down and 13. Howard drops it off. Shell with blockers in front. Picks up the 1st down as he's finally thrown out of play.
Absolutely atrocious.
1st down at the TCU 37. Smallwood. And Denzel Johnson with the tackle.
Last year, including beating Baylor and playing such a great game against TCU.
Over the middle, incomplete. Smallwood. And he will not get the 1st down.
But likely.
Howard. Incomplete. William Crest Jr., the intended receiver, and a flag on the play.
Pass interference by number 26 of the defense. It's a spot foul and an automatic 1st down.
In a scrimmage rather than when the ball arrived.
1st down and 10, West Virginia. And Smallwood pounding it forward once again. Ty Summers.
It's coming from a young defense.
2nd down and 9. Smallwood again. And when
Too many drops. Someone's got to step up and grab this ball.
Howard dancing in the pocket, throws. Gibson can't hold on. Howard throws. Smallwood with the catch, trying to get there, but he will not on 4th down because Kendrick hopped on his ankle and pulls him down, and the Mountaineers turn it over on downs.
You hear secondary coaches all the time. They say in the open field, tackle the legs.
Aaron Green. And across the 20, get up to the 22 before
TCU will have to fight to keep them here as coordinators.
Boykine. And Boykine stays on his feet. Boykine on the run and knocked away and out of. Hicks lines up in the backfield. Boykine under pressure. Rolls out. Boykine buying time. Oh! Boykine picks up the 1st down. Wow.
Stop it.
Stayed in the 1st down. Green. I didn't know you played Madden. You're a Madden player?
No,
Now Boykine looking. Backs up. Boykine still running. Turns it up. 1st down, Trevon Boykine. And what he's doing tonight, folks, is just, you're watching great.
Oh, he didn't. No, he didn't. Maybe at the very end in the stretch of the national championship.
Boykine to the far side. Doctson 1st down. With another big game, 10 catches, 157 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And this one dropped by Sean Nixon.
This guy's amazing right now.
2nd down and 10. Trevon Boykine pumping. Offensive line giving him all day to throw the football. And I think these are the guys. Offensive line allowing only 6 sacks in 8 games. Boykine. And incomplete. That one thrown a tad bit high.
That everyone has for him.
KJ Dillon back deep. That one goes over his head and is downed at the 5-yard line.
They'll draft next spring. Jared Goff will get a chance to see him.
Skylar Howard to throw it. And he throws it down the field. And incomplete. No flag on the play. 2nd down and 10. And Smallwood running. And you'd like to sign it. Howard, flag on the play. Sideline, incomplete.
An illegal formation. There were more than 4 backs in the backfield. The penalties decline. It's 4th down.
The wide receiver on the near side, I don't think he was on the line.
Nickel Tool punting out of his own end zone, 5 yards deep. Devontae Turpin, the deep man, and he has it at the 44. 1:17 to go in the
This is everything I'm talking about.
Do they teach you guys that in your training?
That's why I think the quarterback position is so hard, is because it has to be innate. In fact, too many times.
Boykine in the middle and incomplete. That one intended for
Let kids just go out there and be athletes more.
3rd down and 8. Boykine, and it's caught by Doctson again. Josh Doctson, another big game. 7-10. Trevon Boykine handing the football off to Aaron Green as we start the 4th quarter. And the handoff on the reverse. They're going to throw it. Wow, Gary Patterson going for the jug. Boykine over the middle and broken up. That ball intended for Austin.
And one of those games is going to come down to special teams. And Overcrome's been fantastic.
From 43 yards away. And it's good. Overcrome good from 20, 23, 57, and now 43. 40-10 TCU. 57, 43-yarder. 57 a career long. And this one will not be returned. So a lot is made.
Patterson's defense on the right trajectory heading into the month of November.
Howard far side, Sills with the catch. And the handoff to Shell. Russell pushes the pile forward. 3rd down and 1. And Shell does not get the 1st down.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Taunting by number 75 of the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty, and it's a 1st down.
A couple of years ago, coming out of high school.
1st down for West Virginia. And the Mountaineers stay on the ground. Smallwood. Derek Kindred.
Well, I think he's probably more concerned about getting out of this one healthy and then Oklahoma State next Saturday.
3rd down and short. And Howard dives for the 1st down. After that loss to Texas. Smallwood cuts it back, still on his feet, and spins down inside the 30-yard line.
That he's been able to make. They look like a very tough out.
And Howard wanting to run it. And finally wrapped up.
It's a Fort Worth to play TCU to finish the season.
Howard scrambles out of the pocket and throws it out of bounds. If those two teams...
After the play, unnecessary roughness by number 65 of the offense. It's a 15-yard penalty, and it's 3rd down. Another dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct by number 57 of the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty and a 1st down.
1st down, West Virginia. Sideline throw, almost intercepted. Kindred there. And they'll hand it off to Smallwood, churning his legs. And Smallwood finally
taking it to the TCU defense.
98 yards rushing for Smallwood on 18 carries. Howard. And Howard finally just throws it up in the back of the end zone and out of play. So 4th down and 1 at the 18. Quarterback sneak and a 1st down. You know, Skylar Howard came into this game struggling
there for a couple of weeks.
1st down and 10 at the 16. Howard steps back, wants to throw it. And picked off. What a play. Wow. Trevon Howard. It's almost like he batted it with one hand, gave himself time to catch it with the other. 1st turnover of the game. What a play. With room, and he finally plows out of bounds after a 17-yard gain. Yards tonight. 1st down and 10 at the 36. Boykine near side, caught. Stewart. Second down and 4 at the 42. And flag. Aaron Green running. Looks like a
Holding by number 55 of the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty and replay second down.
Boykine. Underneath. And this ball caught by Austin. Jalen Austin. High snap handled by Boykine. He slings it out near side. Turpin. And Turpin will not get downs. Boykine has rushed the ball 11 times for 84 yards. And a rushing touchdown. And this ball will be downed at the 20. First down and 10 at the 22 now for West Virginia. Howard fires far side, and Jordan Thompson with the catch.
Everyone out there, you and our man, the great spotter, Scotty. You guys were doing the cha-cha up here during the break.
We're trying to teach you. Smallwood, 19 carries, 103 yards. Running it again. Smallwood uses his arm to...
Would have been if 100% healthy.
First down and 10 at the 46. Howard, and incomplete. Speaking of Baylor,
they're in it for the best of their own programs.
Second down, and it's Shell running this time.
And they want to win. You know, they want to beat the guy across us. He's been coach of the year in all 3 conferences that he's coached in.
Third down at 8. Howard. And incomplete. That one underthrown, intended for David Sills.
All of those here at TCU. A great coach. Look what he's done at Baylor.
West Virginia punting it away. Turpin lets that one go over his head and into the end zone for a touchback. 5:30 to Boykine. He doesn't have a baseball cap on, but his evening has come to an end.
I guess I'm old school like that. Brandon Kohlhausen in at quarterback, senior from Houston.
One rushing touchdown. And he did not throw an interception, and this is Johnson running, breaking tackles. Trevor Johnson, sophomore from Houston, gains. First down and 10 at midfield, and Johnson runs again. He picks up a first down.
So they were the type of stretch that they're in, including back-to-back road games against top 5 opponents.
Johnson running right, and he falls down.
Month of October, you know, this was always going to be a tough stretch for them.
There's Johnson again. And the one I think that really hurts is the loss 33. The Horned Frogs to stay on the ground and pick up the first down. And Christian running it again.
Votes for the last time, so they're going to have to make their case before the last week of the season.
Johnson. And he is taken down.
Teams in the SEC West, but from a scheduling perspective, someone goes undefeated out of this conference, they're going to be in the mix.
And I would agree with you, but that's going to be awfully difficult because I have a feeling that sitting in the weeds, you have the 2 Oklahoma schools, and they plan on making things very difficult for TCU and Baylor.
No question about it.
But on this night, Gary Patterson and the Horned Frogs, 16 consecutive wins, a school record, the 2nd longest streak in the nation behind Ohio State. They pile up 616 yards in total offense and beat West Virginia handily 40-10. Back to Fort Worth to wrap it up right after this.
Welcome to